welcome to the Holy Shhh Podcast, WWE Monday Night Raw morning after post show. It's your boy ABE from DET.
My name is Chuck Jordan.
We here. May not have been there the night of, but morning after is just as good in some people's books. Sometimes even better, you know.
Wakey, eggs and bacon.
Let's get into this Monday Night Raw. Starts off.
Wow,
CM
I just
Punk.
thought about that.
What's that?
Text you after the show.
CM Punk starts off Monday Night Raw. Afterwards, CM Punk comes out, tries to give him some type of pep talk. You got to do this for us. You got to do it for WWE. I don't know.
Sammy came out.
Your thoughts about this?
Of Sammy coming out?
Yeah. Sammy
trying to give CM Punk a pep talk. I understand it because you're dealing with a Cerberus known as Seth Rollins' new crew of Braun Breaker and Tsunami, all led by the brain of Paul Heyman. I would be concerned too, Sammy. I get it, but you can't tell CM Punk what to do.
No, you can't.
And CM Punk, I'll be honest with you, is as loyal as he say he is to y'all crew and how he's down with y'all. If he has to cash in that money in the bank, he was going to turn it on Jay. I mean, let's be honest. I mean, he brought up John Cena, but we know where he really wants to be. Wants to be on Raw. Wants to be on Netflix. Who's the champion of Netflix? Yeet. He's taking it from Yeet. No, not a good look.
Not a good look at all. We shall see if that turns out. Next up, speaking of money in the bank, we got the women qualifier match. Liv Morgan, Ivy Now, Stephanie Vacure, and the winner headed to Money in the Bank. Surprisingly, Stephanie Vacure. We got some serious NXT talent with Vacure, Roxanne Perez, and Julia in this Money in the Bank women's ladder match. But your thoughts on them picking Stephanie Vacure over Liv and Ivy Nile?
You were shocked?
Not so much. I thought maybe Liv. Maybe. Definitely not Ivy.
I knew.
If Ivy can't beat Bird Brain, she definitely ain't about to win Money in the Bank.
I knew as soon as Ivy got pulled, well, her and Liv did their little tussle outside, and she finally got the one up of Liv, threw her into a little stair and slid in. And I was like, y'all been out there too long. Way too long.
Right.
Nope, don't got to sneeze. But whenever you out there that long, the person in the ring has had recovery time, people. Recovery time.
Facts.
What is that? Remember Sesame Street used to have the letter of the day? This is the message from the whole podcast. The message of the day. Recovery time.
Recovery time.
Stephanie had nothing but recovery time sitting in the ring waiting for which one of y'all gonna come back in here. And she picked her off easy like.
And if Liv Morgan would have allowed Roxanne to help her, maybe she would have got the job done.
Maybe,
because the next match, somebody did let Roxanne help, and that was Finn Balor as him and JD defeat the War Raiders in front of the tag team champions New Day. We might be seeing JD and Finn getting a rematch pretty soon, thanks to the hand of one Roxanne.
Roxanne, don't disrespect my baby.
I will never do that again. Roxanne. But your thoughts on Finn Balor and JD getting the win over the War Raiders?
Hey, what did Finn say when he brought her in? We just need a little help.
A little assistance.
A little. That's what she's here for. A little help. She did her job.
Definitely.
I mean, like how she congratulated them. Like, you guys still did it. Because all I did was come out here to distract. Y'all still had to get a W in. Because look, how many times we seen distractions go wrong?
Right.
Theirs went right. Good job, fellas.
Good job. Next up, we get. Oh, I don't even know. I really want to talk about this, but we have to. Becky Lynch and Lyra Valkyria have a little face-off in the ring, spit some bars at each other. I mean, it was. I'm trying my best to give Lyra Valkyria like a chance. I know I shit on her a lot, but Just not clicking, man. Your thoughts on this segment?
My mom always said if I don't have nothing nice to say, we're just gonna skip this segment
We're
altogether.
just gonna skip it all together, huh? Damn, is that bad for you? Damn.
Is it that bad for you? You want to talk about it?
I mean, I enjoy Becky. It was just Lyra, and it's not just me. Her whole promo, it was she'll say something. What? What? When they saying what that loud, they don't give a fuck. Sorry, it ain't just me anymore. Bird brain,
Man,
it's not
look,
working.
y'all want me to shoot the cannon. I mean, I'll shoot at this girl. I mean, I've been saying for months she can't talk. She can't shoot decent promo. And in today's world, especially on, let's be honest, this is WWE.
Right.
This is the soap opera. This is the show where you need to be able to speak. You can't speak in ring performance. I don't even believe that half the time. You're no seller. You do stupid moves.
You got a comment coming for you. Ryan T says it was good. You
All right,
know
let me
when to
finish.
stop
So
hating.
you can't wrestle. I'm gonna say it. You can't wrestle. You haven't been good since NXT. You're the gimmick even there. I didn't get it then. And everybody was like, it's stupid. You are a human being.
Damn.
Stop it.
Damn. You got another
What are you, a
comment.
crow? Ron,
Ryan T, I
Ron,
disagree.
it doesn't matter what Ron thinks. I don't care what Ron Isley thinks down there, okay?
Damn. I won't say
I'm telling you, look, I'm telling you from what I'm not even going off what I'm saying. I can go off forums. No one thinks she's good.
But this
Everyone
promo
wants her
wasn't
to
bad.
lose the belt.
This promo wasn't bad though. It was decent. It just didn't click.
It was everything was already said when Becky shot the little promo. What did Lyra come to the ring and call her out for? It's already been said. I already told you what my intentions are. You want to bring me out just to for you to talk? If I was Becky, I wouldn't even acknowledge her. I would have just ignored her. But no, you guys fill up a little bit of TV time. Let's talk to Lyra. Even though, like I've been saying, I don't know if it's because they're strong. It don't resonate.
Right. I feel
Becky at least sounds like, I don't want to say like Sheamus, but it's like, even though you still speaking your native tongue, you're speaking English. I don't know what the hell Lyra be saying half the time. It just doesn't resonate. Ron, stop it.
Well, we'll see how it goes from here. That we're gonna get a new Intercontinental Champion, I feel. But the main event, we get Jey Uso and Sami Zayn getting the DQ finish win over Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed with Paul Heyman by their side. Seth Rollins comes down, gives them a stump. CM Punk comes down to the rescue. They're building up all of these matches for Money in the Bank coming soon, but I love the chemistry as always with Jey Uso and Braun Breaker. I feel like they've got like a lifelong story they're going to be telling because of their chemistry. So I just like when the two of them in the ring anytime. But the main event, your thoughts on this?
Was this the main event? No, I said the main event.
Wasn't that the main event? Oh no, you're right. It wasn't, but it was
it was a lead up. It was a lead up. Yeah. I like when guys get together and communicate. Because you couldn't tell me that Bronson Reed and Braun Breaker have not teamed up before.
Right.
They worked well just from communication. And it's sad because Sammy and Jay have been partners before, and they just look so sloppy. I don't know if it was Sammy, might have been Jay, but somebody was looking a little sloppy. I understand the interference, but we know there's going to be an interference. Since they've formed this Cerberus, they haven't given anybody a fair one.
Right.
Why would I? I don't really care about the wins and losses here. I'll take some L's to whoop your ass.
Facts. See what you
This
mean?
this is certain tactics that certain heels do to where it's like it's not about the wins and losses. I don't know if y'all remember how Karrion Kross used to do back. It wasn't about the wins and losses. It was when you go back to the locker room, you're thinking about this ass whooping. You remember when I don't know if parents out there when you might have popped your kid one time or just told him to go to the corner or whatever it was your discipline was. The discipline wasn't to hurt their feelings. It was to make them think about it afterwards. This is what this is. This is that you're gonna think about this ass whooping later.
We shall see. Next up, Kairi Sane versus the WWE one half tag team champions Raquel Rodriguez and Kairi Sane gets the win here. Liv Morgan seems to get busted open in the process, all type of shenanigans. What do you feel about Kairi Sane getting the win with the help of Io Sky? Are we getting a damage control reunion tag team search? What's going on here?
It's about time they start putting damage control back together. Especially they said Kyrie's back.
Oscar's coming back.
Oscar's on the way.
And I would replace Dakota Kai with Julia. Throw her in
I think she that wouldn't be nice, but she's on SmackDown, so let's try to SmackDown. So that's a whole different brand. Yeah. But it's just the fact that damage control ain't been damage control for a while. Io got the belt. Might as well put her crew back together.
Definitely. Why not, man?
But I also like, I know you don't like talking about it, but I want to talk about it. Gunther saying the same thing I'm saying, but to Jay in the back. Told him, hey, I got a little bit of respect for you because you're a good guy. And I understand you seen the way to the championship, but the problems of your friends, especially when you have a match against me coming up, that's none of your business. The champion should be worried about keeping the title on his shoulder, but no, you're running down here helping people that it doesn't make any sense. You in a match with Sammy, you about to go out here, I know you are, to go help Punk later. And he called it. You're going to go help Punk later. You still have a match with Cody coming up this weekend, and then you got to face me on Monday. Next Monday, we fight. And you're not going to be at 100%. You're making this too easy for me. None of these matches are your business. You should have told them no. You don't want to. You want to be the superhero. Well, guess what? About to take that belt from you.
Taking that belt from him.
And I believe it because what are you doing? None of that is your business. None of it. I understand loyalty to a point, but hey, man, what they say is what is it? He who wears the whatever some heavy load with a crown, something like that.
Heavy is the head that wears the crown.
That's it. You know what I was talking
about. Heavy the head. The hat don't fit. What?
Hey, man, I'm over here sick. I'm trying to get through it, but hey, you know what I was talking about. That's why I needed you. See, I just figured if I keep rambling, you figured out what I was talking about. But heavy is the head that wears the crown, and right now you getting into too much shit.
Facts. One thing I do want to bring up is, I think it was especially during the Kairi Sane match, you were getting mad. R-Truth, we want R-Truth chants in the crowd.
I want R-Truth back.
It's getting loud in the arenas, man. I don't know if WWE is gonna pull that trigger and be like, we made a mistake, but the fans definitely want R-Truth back, man.
I want R-Truth back. The man's a national. Why would it? And it didn't make any sense. He's one of those guys where you just slowly give a legend contract, and he slowly just ascends himself to like helping talent in the backstage because they already said he's been helping talent.
Right.
He goes back to help talent and everything else. The part that I didn't understand is they literally said that Ron Cena shirt was like a top 3 seller, and then you hear about him getting released a week later. I got my money sent back to me for my Ron Cena shirt. Damn. Like, and I went to the site and realized they took it down.
Damn.
I'm like, what the hell is this?
What the hell?
Like, and like understand. I remember buying shirts before, and sometimes when it's a brand new shirt, they be like, "Well, you're not gonna get it to this date," and the person might have got released or got hurt or whatever it was. They still leave the merchandise on the online. Like there
Yeah.
still are true shirts online, just not the Rod Cena one. And I was like, why wouldn't you send him on a send off to wear? And even if you get rid of them, all right, Ron, we still gonna put some money in your pocket with this last shirt. Thank you. No, they pulled it. Makes no sense to me.
Damn. That takes us to the main event now. We got AJ Styles versus El Grande Americano versus CM Punk, and I absolutely love the chemistry between AJ Styles and CM Punk. I don't know where we're headed, but you give me an AJ Styles and CM Punk feud, sign me up. But the dastardly little guy from the Gulf of America, El Grande Americano, gets the dub and is now in the men's ladder match, Money in the Bank. Can we see El Grande getting that briefcase?
All right, so I know I've been for a while. I've been on a tangent of this. This is what it's for. It's helping the guys who's never a mid carder ascend, right?
Right.
I don't know if you was in the online group text of on I think it was the Mayhem group text. I literally was like, "Let's go, El Grande, let's go," and everybody was like, "Shut up, stop, no," and then he did it, and I was like, "Gracias,"
Yeah.
because this is what the Money in the Bank is for. The guys who need the briefcase to. All right, I've been here. Chad and or Grande has been at the bottom, mid card level. They've been working here. This is going to put him into the trajectory, especially if he pulls I win it and I still act like I'm not him.
Right.
Where you only see El Grande walk around with the championship, but Chad still acts like a mid card. I'm thinking it's going to be genius if he does it.
Definitely, definitely. I enjoyed this too, man. I'm glad they pulled the trigger, let them get the win. Man, with all these layoffs of older talent, with the Money in the Bank being stacked with a lot of rookies, mid carders, up and comers, you can feel a youth movement here in the WWE as of lately. And I hope this works out. I hate to see some of these veterans go, but if as long as they're giving new characters pushes, we're not getting the same old stuff. That's all we ever asked for. So hopefully this all pans out with this youth movement that's happening with the TKO brand
I
of the
think that was
WWE.
also remember they said the winner of Roman, CM Punk, and Seth would be the whole moving forward of this is how the company is going to be ran. They
Right.
were fighting for the winning of who's going to control the company. And then Seth turns around and gets two young guys in his stable.
I'm not sold on Bronson Reed though yet, man. I'm really not. I like him and Braun Breaker. It fits, but something about Bronson Reed did not sit well yet.
I like him. I mean, I personally would rather him go back to Solo, but
Go back
Solo
to
got
that make
JC.
way more sense. Like, why would you put him in this group? He don't even fit, man. Come on, what are you doing here?
The reason that they gave, I liked it, but like I said, I would rather for him to have gone Solo. But I understand Solo already has Jacob, and then he got JC, so he doesn't need more enforcement size. He needs more I don't know what he needs, but I understand why you would put him with another group, but I personally would have liked him better with Solo, but I'm not mad at it. This makes any sense. I'm not mad at this because, like I said, I really like the fact that Tsunami and Breaker work so well off each other.
Shout out to RZA. He says Solo Sokoa should win. I'm not mad at that pick at all if they pull that trigger. I would be mad if he cashed in on Jacob for the U.S. title. Never know, man. Never know.
But I do like that.
JC Potato is his name is JC Mateo.
Tomato. It's
Okay.
JC Tomato. Come on,
It's Mateo. Okay. Not potato, not tomato, not tomato, but
it's JC
Mateo.
Potato Head.
Man, put some respect on that man's name. He's a goddamn Olympian. Who is this next? AEW. Butch Dutch. I can't be mad at AEW chants during a Monday Night Raw post show.
Hey, I had I saw something and I actually agree with it. I was watching Busted Open. and they said that they either TNA or AEW should get R-Truth, right, and have him just believe that he's still in WWE. And the whole gimmick behind it of like seeing like John Moxley and be like, I remember you, and just doing that whole I don't know where I'm at act stitch that he does, I thought would be really funny and really genius if one of those two companies wouldn't got him.
Ryan Williams says they should have made Sammy turn heel or make him be the third with Seth and Brian.
No, I'm good.
Hmm.
I know everybody keeps saying that. I've been over Sammy being anything since I was a fan of Sammy when him and KO was battling out. Then he became Sammy Uso, and I was like, okay. Like, I didn't like it, but I was like, I'm with it. But then when they made Sammy and KO tag team partners, and then all of a sudden just broke them up out of for nothing, I seen then that they don't really believe in Sammy. And I've kind of stopped believing in Sammy. I don't know if that makes any sense for you guys, but
we got Chuck Slander in the comments saying, why does the bottom one look like the Michelin Man? I think they're talking about your size there, sir. I think they're talking about your size.
I'm a big guy.
Putch Dutch says Seth wins. I can see that. JD, he also says JD McDonuts gives me hope anyone can be a pro. Yeah, shout out JD McDonuts. I'm down with that name. Sammy gets in a random faction too much.
Yes.
Where we at with this? Ryan Thornton says, Cesaro, is that you?
Yeah, I'm telling you, that'll be genius. R-Truth going to TNA or AEW and just playing this whole I still work for WWE gimmick.
Right.
Would be hilarious.
Puff Dutch Joshua says WWE is a comedy show that fired its two best comedians. I'm guessing he's talking Carlito and R-Truth. And sir, for that damn good comment. Round of applause.
How if Ron was here, he'd say, because Carlito says that's not cool.
Man, firing the comedians on a comedy show. Bars. Scale of 1 to 10, what you giving Monday Night Raw tonight?
Oh, my God. Oh, shit. 5?
A 5? Jesus Christ. I'm giving it a 7.5.
The highlight of the night for me was the Gunther speech and Stephanie Valkyrie. And, of course, Americano. I'm getting 6.
6. Shout out, Ryan is in the comments saying, off topic, but Jey Uso needs to drop the from his yeet catchphrase. It's bloody annoying. How you feel about that?
You know me. I kind of use it for the arm raise, you know? 4 letters, 1 word, yeet. That's kind of why I use the uhs, but I don't know what they really for, but like I said, that's always been my mental is
Paul Puff Dutch also says 2.5 out of 10 for me, and it's and that's kind. Damn, kind of explains itself. I grew up with the attitude. Now we get Dom middle school girl drama. Yeah, it is kind of like some middle school.
It's a soap opera.
Yeah, it is a soap opera. That's what you get here on WWE programming. Make sure you catch up me and Bob Bro on AEW Dynamite post show
where they talk about murder mysteries
and professional wrestling.
Murder mystery. That's what I said.
And what does Ron T talk about in the comments before we get out of here? La Panera bread makes it a 7 for me.
He said Panera bread.
Or La Primera, whatever. Yeah. Shout out.
I'm sticking with that Panera bread.
La Panera bread. That's her new name. Lock, seal, delivered. Tonight, Ron T breaks down performance of the night for NXT. But until then, though, here's your boy AB.
I ain't gonna lie. I miss my NXT, man.
Hey, get back to it, man.
Can't. Ron T keep doing the moments of the night. We can't go do the morning afters. We do too much. We watch too much wrestling, man. I think I need just like a day without wrestling. But guess what? Money in the Banks this weekend.
Facts. Till then, though, it's been the Holy Shhh Podcast. See your comments. Check us out tonight, possibly on TikTok. Till then, we out.